Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Budget with Elma, and today we are going to do the bills calendar. I like to do this because it helps me to stay organized, and of course it is part of my budget routine. What I like to do from each month for paycheck to paycheck, right? It helps me to stay on point. And when you find something that works for you, definitely stick to it. And this is one of those things. I feel like when I don't do it, it throws me off a little bit. And I'm like, wait a minute, okay? The month is already here, right? And I'm about to get paid, and I need to make sure I do this step first. So that is what we're going to be doing. All right. So I've already paper clipped it, is what I wanted to say. So I'll know where to start. And I already did a couple of things behind the scene, and I'll show you that in just a second. So I wanted to show you that I have two sticker books that I will be working with. The first one is the Happy Planner. All right, that is gifted to me from my loved ones, my kids, my mini me. And of course, I have one that is given to me by my hubby. And so I have this one from Walmart. And of course, this one's the Happy Planner one, right? And the one from Walmart is so cute. So I can't wait to pull a couple of things out. I did look through it and look through both of them. And so I'll show you the setup. And you're going to let me know, do you do a bills calendar, which means a monthly overview to see everything that you have coming in. Yes, your fixed expenses, you already knows those are coming in, but you want to see things that are going on in your life, okay, that may change your budget, or it may make you spend a little bit more, or you may need to cut back more because you know something is coming up, right? So that way you'll have that money for that specific event or thing that's coming up. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second, right? So let me go ahead and move my sticker books to the side, and then I'll go ahead and open everything so you can see it, and we'll get started with the setup. And I'm just putting my sticker books to the side, and then I'll bring them back to my desk. All right, so I have this open here, and I already have it paper clipped. So this setup right here was my January. All right, so now we're gonna go into my February. Okay, and this beautiful clip is causing it not to open fully. Okay, there it is. And I'll just move it a little bit because I want to be able to decorate the page. So I'll move it towards the corner here. Okay, right at the corner right there. All right, so this is the spread right here. What I've already done ahead of time is that I put the days of the week. I started off with Sunday this time around. I typically do a Monday at the beginning. It all depends on you. But because the first actually was on a Sunday, I went ahead and put Sunday as the first day of the week. Okay, so I went in and wrote in all the days of the week as I mentioned, and then I already numbered the calendar to save us some time. So now we're going to decorate and put what needs to go on here. Since we are in the month of love, I got this little stickers from my youngest pumpkin. She has a sticker book, and I needed a lot of Valentine's stickers, so I'm just going to pop them everywhere, okay, just to get the calendar started. All right, so we're going to pop one here, and I'm just going to spread them around in the monthly overview. Okay, and let me know what are your plans for Valentine's. All right, are you spending it with the one you love, which is your significant other, or are you spending it with your kids? Okay, like if you're single and you just want to, do something with the kids, or are you doing something with your besties? Okay, where you guys go out to eat or do like a hangout. I think that's what I'm going to do for Galentine's. And then for Valentine, I'm going to do something with my hubby. Okay, and it all depends on what time he comes home, because, it all depends, because he does work on the weekends. So if he gets home late, it's whatever time he gets home, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. And then I like to give my kids a little something. They're young, just to show that I love them. They know I love them 365 days in the year, but I like to give them a little something special. Especially the younger one, she has things that she's doing in school regarding the actual holiday. And I know my son's probably going to give his girlfriend, and yes, he has a girlfriend, guys. I'll give you the tea on that in on my next video. But right now we're going to do the bills calendar. All right, so I spread a little bit of the hearts right here. So we are good to go. Okay, and I might even add another one right in there. I'm not going to add too much there because I am going to add additional stickers, but I'll place it right here in the corner. And I feel a sneeze coming on, so just a heads up if I begin to sneeze. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab right here my stickers. I already know which ones I want to use, so I'm going to go ahead and grab them right now. Okay, and so I'm just going through it real quick. And we're going to go ahead and begin. So I've already seen the different months. I'm going to go ahead and grab February. All right, so let's see if it can come off easily, and it is giving me a fight. You ever had to set up something and the stickers don't want to come out? Okay, that is what I am experiencing right now, and I am trying my best not to rip it. And we're going to place that right here. And you would think they would make this either red or pink, right? They made it green, but okay, we'll work with what we got. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some important things. So I'm going to look through, and I already see what I need. Number one, we had the Super Bowl. Let me know if you watch. Who were you rooting for? And are you excited for the team that won? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that right here. And I'm going to put it just at the end. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the upcoming holiday, again, hoping not to rip it. So I am trying my best. And I kind of wanted to do this on camera, all right, so we can interact a little bit more with each other. Let me know if you are celebrating a birthday in the month of February. And if you are not, and it's someone you love, they are, put that in the comments below. All right, let's shout out your loved one that is celebrating a birthday in this month. I do have one of my kids, it's their birthday, which is my youngest. Okay, and so my princess, we're going to be doing a little something special for her. We was going to take her to a wolf lodge, is what she wanted to do, but we were going to save that for spring break, but still her birthday gift. But she's like, oh, Mom, I think I want to do a party. I was like, hold up, girl. Where did that come from? Okay, I don't know if we're going to do a party because we were ending up doing, you know, a VK, but we'll see how that go. I'll keep you guys posted on what we decide to do on that. Okay, but we were going to get her some cupcakes because that's what she wanted instead of cake to bring for her class. So cupcakes, and that will go right here. And I'm just throwing on what we need. Ooh, that is sideways. Let me see if I can fix that or if it can even come off. If not, okay, it is not giving me a bad fight, so that's good. Let's see if we can do that one more time. And can you hear my house is quiet? My oldest daughter, she just went to work, okay, because she's working the late shift. Not too late, but late evening. And then my son is upstairs. And my youngest is, of course, she's already knocked out. All right. And so I think that's all I want to add for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my fixed expenses that comes in that you cannot forget, right? Those are the must have, must do, or you are out of luck. All right. And so what I've done is I've already pre-wrote them in to save us some time. And again, I'm using this and I have them already here. So the first expense that I have is the following, and that is on a Friday, and that is on the 6th, and that is electric. Okay. And I'm going to place that right here. Let me put it right there instead. Okay. The next expense I have is the following, and that is my trash and water. Okay, and that is on the 9th. And for the electric, it was $275. Okay, that is what I am budgeting for. I will come back and do a actual, okay, after, you know, the bill is already through. And I'll do that once we do expense tracking, okay? But for now, we're putting the dates. Again, electric is $275. The trash and water is $92. It's one bill. The next one I have is AT&T, and AT&T is on the 12th. Let's put that right here. And again, if it's not exact in the box, I will go back, guys, and fix it a little bit better, but let's just get it on the calendar. The next expense I have is my Canva. Okay, and my Canva, let's see here, was on a Friday the 13th. Ooh, scary. Let me know, do you like watching or have watched the Friday the 13th series, right? All right, one of my favorite villains. And if you know who I'm talking about, put that in the comments below. The next expense I have is Zeus TV, and that is for my daughter to watch all her juicy drama shows, okay? And if you know what I mean about that, and if you know the network, let me know a couple of shows that you watch on here, okay? That's her favorite little network there. And so, yeah, that's one of our subscription. And then the next one I have is the following. That is Amazon Prime, and that is on the 17th. And that is for $8. And the Zeus is for $6, okay? Now, the next expense I have is the following. I have my Canva, and my Canva is on the 19th. Okay. Is it the 19th or the, okay, it shows me it's the 20th. Okay, so we're going to pop it right here. I am trying my best to stay in the boxes, guys. All right, so there you have it. The next one is the cell phone. The cell phone is always due on the 23rd, and it is $126. Okay, for this one. All right. And then we have Disney Plus. That is on, Disney Plus is on the 24th. And that is Disney Plus and my other TV subscriptions, all equaling to $50. I have my SeaWorld membership to all the theme parks, SeaWorld, Busch Garden, Aquaticus, and there's Discovery Grove, and that's $34 per month. We can go every day, all day, anytime. Okay, it's that type of membership, the whole family. And the next one is Netflix. Netflix is on the 26th, and that is for $28. Okay, and then we have a couple at the end of the month because, you know, since February is short, we have our HOA, which is $200, but we do the split method. So we do it half at the beginning of the month, which is $100 at the beginning of the month, $100 at the end of the month. But this is actually when it's fully due towards the end of the month, a total of $200, okay? And then I have my credit card that is also due on that date, and that's a total of $100. And then I have aftercare, which is a new expense that my daughter goes to, courtesy of my hubby. And so we just, we did for it for January, and we know we'll be doing it for February, okay? And that will be that. And those are the expenses that I have for this month, okay? And so I'm gonna go ahead and add some of the important dates. Let me grab this. And I got this from the Dollar Tree. I love it. $125, and it has everything I need. I'm going to put some last minute key things that I want to do. All right. As you guys know, I mentioned it is my Pumpkins B-Day. So for this month, and I'll just open it this way and have everything easy to pull. And we're going to go with the black. And her birthday is in February, of course. And it's February 2026, and that is Nay's, okay, B-Day. All right, important things we want to remember is, let me see here, if I have it in this sticker book, and let me see if it's in here, grab it real quick. All right, and I'll add that in. Okay, so I have my paydays. I get paid bi-weekly, so I have 2 paychecks coming in. All right, so we're going to do the Let's see here. We're going to do 2, 6, and then we're going to do 2, 220. All right. And then goals that I have, I'm going to start my debt binder. I'm going to be starting my, let's see, set debt binder and start for sure my business binder. Okay, and I'm just going to put B for abbreviation. And then I'm going to be doing a no spend, which I've already started. And those are the 3 goals that I want to achieve. So with that being said, my name is Budgets with Elma. I hope you enjoyed me setting up my February month calendar. And let me know if you do a monthly overview. And if you do, how do you use it? Do you do it to check when you spend the expenses, or are you doing it to exactly map it out and see it all in one page? With that being said, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.